Do the Lakers need to make a big push for DeAndre Ayton?
If that's their only option, if there's no trade out there, I think they should. I think they should give it a shot because I think you can get him at a discount at this point. Because when you're a young player, he's only 26 years old. This was the #1 pick of the draft 6 years ago. The same draft that featured Luka Doncic and I believe Trae Young was in this class.
Yeah, 2018.
So if you can say, hey, we'll get him at a deal. Look, we're gonna get him in a culture where you have LeBron and Luka. It's Los Angeles. Guys he's going to probably respect. And usually sometimes a change of scenery can make the light bulb click for a young player. And that's something that they hope can do because the potential is there. I mean, obviously you look at him, he's giving you 16 and 10. That's solid for a young big man. He's a live threat. He can block shots. So the potential is there. Now, if they're saying the only thing he needs to fix, is some attitude adjustments, I'm sure a couple of vets can work with that. But if you can come here, young fella, and put the work in, because obviously he's been putting the work in. You don't just walk into the NBA and average 16 and 10. So you know he can play and he's putting work in. So I think this will be a good move for the Lakers, knowing that this is a different type of culture than he had in Phoenix. Yeah, he had Chris Paul, and I'm sure Chris Paul had somewhat influence, but he's young. I'm the #1 pick. So he's probably just feeling himself. And, and then you got the Portland where it was a lot of young guys, a little more, no vets around.
He felt more seasoned, like, I'm going to be that guy.
Yeah, but he wasn't no vets, real vets. It was like a couple, but like, think about it. You're going to have the most respected vet in your locker room with LeBron. So I think this is a move you almost have to make. And then if there's another move you can make via trade, you do it. But you get him for an insurance policy in case you can't get nobody else.
Yeah, I say absolutely not just because of fit, but really because of urgency. Everything that you listed, in terms of obviously last year with AD being gone and then missing out on Capella and Lopez, and all the reasons you mentioned as well. Like he's going to flourish in a structured system with guys like LeBron, being the leader there. Also, he provides that defense, he provides athleticism, he provides youth. So all the reasons you said, I agree. They need another big swing man out there. So I think they should just really go after it because honestly, after you look at all the moves that have been made, like who else are they going to go after? And plus, too, you can't have, again, LeBron logging 35 minutes a game this year and then all of a sudden get bounced in the first round again. Like, you need somebody else out there that could be rotational and be a starter.
Well, I mean, we had this conversation yesterday about who should they go after, Clint Capella, Brook Lopez, or DeAndre Ayton. Clint Capella is now with Houston. Brook Lopez is now with the Clippers. Miles Turner is with the Bucks. So very quickly, guys are getting taken off the table.
I mean, it happened ASAP. It was like boom, boom, boom.
Within a day. And Rob Pelinka said getting a big was something that was a priority. Well, there's already names being taken off the board.
Listen, if you ain't done nothing by the 4th of July, free agency, you get scraps. I'm telling you, I done seen the free agency a lot of years. If you ain't getting somebody before the 4th of July, then the rest ain't really going. Whoever you picking up after the 4th, I can't really help you.
Section Ina. DeAndre Ayton boom or bust. DeAndre Ayton, 7 feet, 252 pounds. Chaussee, 4 points, 10, 2 boards, 56, 6% from the field. Bought out by the Trailblazers despite being just 26 years old. Why? Because he wanted out. He demanded a winning situation. He gave up $35, $6 million to leave Portland early. And now, the Lakers are licking their chops. He's flawed. He's been called soft, a diva, a low-motor ghost. But the upside, monstrous. If he buys in, Ayton could give the Lakers their first real interior threat since AD left. Lob threat, rim protection, rebounding. He's a double-double machine who once helped Phoenix reach the finals. There's chemistry potential here. Luka and Ayton share the same agent, Bill Duffy, the same 2018 draft class, the same hunger to prove people wrong. Ayton wants redemption. The Lakers want a center. This makes too much sense. Right. Unless he burns you. And the Lakers are terrified of that. Section 2. The Ayton gamble, high risk, high reward. Let's not sugarcoat it. Ayton hasn't been the model of professionalism. From locker room beefs in Phoenix to lethargic stretches in Portland, he's been inconsistent. But here's the math. Portland gave up and let him walk. Ayton's camp thinks the Lakers are the key to his next payday. And LA, they've only got $8, $3 million left in the non-taxpayer mid-level exception. That's pennies compared to what he's leaving on the table. So why take the risk? Because if Ayton signs, the Lakers get an athletic big who can run pick and rolls with Luka, hold his own in the paint, and actually give LeBron a breather. But if he quits on them, that's your season. Gone. So, what's plan B? You won't believe it. It's 39-year-old Al Horford. Section 3. Al Horford, the last veteran standing. Al Horford, 5-time All-Star, 2024 NBA champion. A pros pro. In 2024-2, 5-9, 0 points. Lou, 2 rebounds. R, 1 assists. Shot 36. 3% from 3. He may be 39, but he still defends, hits the open shot, and leads like few others. The Lakers and Warriors are both calling this is an arms race, a chess match. And Horford, he could be the last reliable, playoff-tested big left on the board. The Celtics have no plans to re-sign him. Boston is going younger. That means the door is wide open. But let's be real. Horford is a one-year solution. No lobs, no shot blocking. He's not the long-term fit with Luka. He's insurance. Smart, calm, steady insurance. And then there's Nick Richards, the trade wild card. Section 4. Nick Richards, the under-the-radar option. While the headlines scream Ayton and Horford, the Lakers are quietly working the phones with the Suns. Target, Nick Richards. Jewel, 3 points. Ba, 2 rebounds. 0 block. Only 22 minutes per game. A $5 million non-guaranteed salary for 2025-26. That's cheap. Efficient size. The Suns don't need him anymore. They drafted Kaman Maluach. They signed Mark Williams. They might want the tax savings. And the Lakers. They need a stopgap. Richards has a 7'4" wingspan. He defends, he dunks, and he costs nothing. But is he a difference maker, or just a Band-Aid? That brings us to the bigger question. What happens if the Lakers miss on all of them? Section 5. No Ayton. No Horford, then what? If the Lakers whiff on Ayton and Horford, they're back to square zero. Jackson Hayes, backup at best. Mark Williams trade, died on the table. Brook Lopez, gone. Clint Capella, gone. It's desperation time. Robert Williams, injury-prone. Jakob Poeltl, Toronto might extend him. Jarrett Allen, no movement. The Lakers could pivot to Nikola Vucevic, but he's 35 and declining. They're out of time and out of excuses, and LeBron is watching. Section Shesh. LeBron picked up his player option, but he's not happy. Rich Paul said it straight. He values a realistic chance of winning it all. Translation, figure it out, or I'm out. James isn't going to let his final years be wasted on small ball experiments in Luka's learning curve. If Ayton signs, maybe he stays. If not, trade buzz will explode. And don't forget, he has a no-trade clause. He controls the chaos, and the final wild card in all this, Austin Reaves, Section 7. The Reaves factor future, or trade bait. Reaves is a baller, no doubt, but he turned down an $89 million extension. He's about to hit free agency in 2026 and will demand over $30 million per year. Do the Lakers pay that, or trade him while his value's still sky high? With Luka in town, the fit is awkward. 2 ball handlers. 2 playmakers. 1 ball. If Ayton signs, maybe Reaves becomes expendable in a bigger trade. If Ayton doesn't sign, Reaves might be forced to take on more than he can handle. It's a domino effect. Every piece is tied together. So where do the Lakers go from here? The Lakers are walking a tightrope. No more second chances. No more next year. It's Ayton, or Horford, or bust. Rob Pelinka has to act fast before LeBron's patience runs out. And before Luka starts questioning everything. This isn't about cap space. It's about championship urgency. This is Elite Hoopers. Smash that like, subscribe, and sound off in the comments. Who should the Lakers sign? Ayton, Horford, Richards, or someone else? Let us know, because whatever happens next, the entire season hinges on this moment.